Let me let you in on a secret. Time travel exists. If you want to see humans reaching back across time to start a conversation, it all starts with a sample. In music production, a sample is the past singing out and the present harmonizing. With access to every piece of recorded music at our fingertips, sampling, the art of interpolating old music into new worlds, has never been more prevalent, and a truly great sample, harder than ever to find. But on October 28th, 2024, with Tyler the Creator's new album, Chromakopia, the search paid off. A Zambian rock classic fought its way through the dusts of time, out of the crate and into ProTools for the album's single, Noid. The song is Nizikupanga Ngozi by the Ngozi family. In it, we hear frontman Paul Ngozi sing in his native language, the lyrics serving as a lesson, maybe even a warning, on house guests and respect. Careful with gossip, he informs the audience, along with a very thinly veiled threat about his slapping skills. Then you have Noid.
Yeah.
Noid is dripped in the paranoia of fame, words being twisted and even the privacy of his own house being invaded.
I can't even buy a home in private. Home invaders got my brothers dying. Notice every car that's driving by. I think my neighbors want me dead.
Similar to the Ngozi song, you have a home disrespected.
That's in the floor. Motherfucker, I'm paranoid.
Sure, a sample seems like a small story, but as we know on this channel, big stories hide in the little details. So let's talk about the history of the original, what the sample says in the context of Tyler, and talk about the conversation music has across decades using sampling. All art is what came before us reinterpreted, our world rearranged, everything you've ever seen stored in your being, waiting for a canvas. Samples at their core are the past reworked. And it's not just the curation, but the way it's crafted. When it's a copycat, the laziness stings. It's an NYU kid selling Basquiat dupes online. Technically legal, but boring at best. But when just the right sample comes along, you get a chance to see the past and present come together in a way that feels like the world's reinventing itself. That's the high music fans chase. It's how a Zambian band from 60 years ago can echo out across generations and genres, continents and languages in a voice that feels like it's been here forever. The Ngozi family joined the conversation after hearing what the music of artists like Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and Black Sabbath had to say. Themselves, a response to a conversation that started long before us and will carry on beyond. One voice in a larger sea of others in a genre that came to be known as Zamrock. Zamrock blends traditional African music with Western psychedelic rock, blues, and funk music. After Zambia's independence from Britain, the new government realized that the majority of music on the radios was foreign. So as they crafted their own identity free from colonial rule, they passed a law requiring 95% of music on the airways to be domestic, which gave room for local musicians to flourish. Slowly, the foreign rock influences blended with traditional instrumentation, like the kalimba and the kalandula and the high-pitched singing of Vumbuza healing dances you hear on that Ngozi track. Bands like which The Peace,
we want power. That's what we want now.
Amanaz,
Color, my friend, come back to me.
and Zamrock took hold. But as time went on, the country suffered from economic turmoil and blackouts, and in an ironic twist, Zamrock receded due to a crackdown from authorities, curfews, and timed outages. Power and paranoia, woven into the history of the original and the sample. Hip hop and rap were built on remixing and scratching and sampling, so the bar is high. The whole music industry races each other every day in a treasure hunt through time, searching for samples hiding in plain sight. But life's not just about finding the gold, but what you do with it. In Noid, Tyler's voice is distorted and distant.
Look around, I'm not sure. Paranoia.
Looking over its own shoulder, a bead of sweat and crazy eyes. Americans don't know what Paul Ngozi is saying, but we feel the emotion behind it. And the choice of non-English lyrics itself elevates the concept of confusion and paranoia running through the song, an audience knowing the feeling but unable to trace its real meaning. In the music video, as Ngozi sings, Tyler is caught against darkness and a strobing light. It escalates to double exposure, two selves splintered. We feel the loss of control continue as the image blurs for a second, step printing like a Wong Kar-wai film. Thinks his neighbors want him dead. He's triple checking his locks, when suddenly, a voice from the past calls out in a language Tyler does not know. And that's what's special about sampling. Meaning bounces back and forth, changing with every iteration. American music influencing African music, only for the African music to influence American music a generation later. In Noid, we've been gifted a truly great sample. And now you know, when a great sample appears, the real story is just getting started. Thanks for watching. I'm Ryan Harper. This is Niche Nonsense. Take care. I'll see you next time.